This is JP here at Kingsway Boxing in New York City. I'm here with Brandon Bam Bam Rios getting ready for his fight against John Murray this Saturday, December 3rd at the Mecca of Boxing. Can you talk to us about training camp? How's that been going?
Training camp went great. I can say training camp went very well. We was in Mexico for like a month and a half and it was awesome. I loved it out there. Margarito people, they showed me good hospitality there, and everybody out there was great. We had a blast.
Okay, now with your trainer Robert Garcia, he was obviously working with you and Antonio Margarito at the same time. Can you tell me what kind of distraction it might have been when he had to leave camp 10, 11 days before and come to New York City while you were preparing for a fight?
Well, it wasn't distracting because, you know, honestly, me and Margarito, we didn't train at the same time. I trained earlier than him. Robert was doing his stuff with me first. After I get done training, he goes to Margarito and he trains with Margarito. So it's not like Robert it was hard for him. And when I had to go to camp, when I left camp up there early to go back to California, because like 2 weeks early I left because I had to do all my medicals, get all my exams for the fight. I had my assistants and auctioneers, so they helped me very well. So it's not like I was losing out on training or nothing. And Margarito was still training with Robert, so it was all good. Everybody did their thing, and like I told Robert, he don't have to worry about me being mad and saying why you taking his side more than mine. You know, I respect what he does and he respects what I do, and I still train. He knows I train hard no matter what.
Kansas, Oxnard, Mexico. Now you're in New York City. Can you tell me about that?
You know,
is this your first time here?
First time in New York, and it's great. I'm happy to be in New York, and like I said, oh man, first time in New York, and it's gonna fight in a big stage in New York, where a lot of big fighters and a lot of famous fighters came out of. I'm glad to be part of that.
All right. Now, do you have a message to all your Mexican fans out here? A lot of people are kind of downplaying the Mexican population here in New York City, and I think they think Puerto Rico is going to own the Garden on Saturday. Do you have a message for them?
Well, you know, I just want to tell my Mexicanos aquí, gracias por todo el soporte, gracias por mirar todo, suéltele Margaritos, gracias a ustedes. Aquí estoy, vamos por ustedes, para México, aquí estoy, para the United States, todo eso. So, gracias.
Do you ever go back and watch any of your fights? Which ones are your favorites to watch?
So far, I've been watching the Antonio fight. I love it. You know, I watch all my fights. I study my mistakes that I make. I don't, you know, I go back and I study all my mistakes and I go back. But I love to watch my fights.
All right, well, you have a long time to go still. You're still young.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when your career is done and over with, how would you want to be remembered?
Oh, you know, the guy, Brandon, everybody the guy created, everybody to remember. A guy that gave out a good show and gave the fans what they want and what they paid for.
May I have your predictions for your fight against John Murray this Saturday night?
It's gonna, if he don't come prepared and be ready, it's gonna be an early night. But if he comes prepared and ready, it's gonna be a long night. It'll be a great fight. So we'll see how it works out.
All right, any predictions for Cotto Margarito in the main event?
I see, you know, probably the same thing. Later on, probably a stoppage.
Yeah, how do you see that happening?
The pressure, he's just going to pressure the shit out of him, and I think it's going to be the same thing.
Okay, Brandon, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck this Saturday night.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We had another guy, an assistant, that was helping us at one time. His name was Paco, and I was telling him, hey, how you say I'm the man in Spanish? And he was, and so, because I was talking shit to somebody, and then they was like, okay, this I say, yo soy puñal. I was like, okay. He's like, tell him that.
It was at the weigh-ins.
It was at the weigh-ins, you know, in front of everybody. Everybody was at the weigh-ins. And I didn't know Spanish. I jumped up in the middle, yo soy puñal. So, translation, I'm a fag. And so in front of everybody, you know, and everybody stopped and they looked at me. And then he's like, what? I'm like, yo soy, you know, and with the mean face, yo soy puñal. I said it real loud. And he's like, okay. And I told Robert now, hey, what did I say? He goes, you just call yourself a fag. I was like, oh shit. And I wonder why everyone just stopped and looked at me. But, you know, that was one of the embarrassing.
True story.